Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Pink Power Live. I am Kara Flippin, Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.
And I am Nikki Westerfield, Plexus Ambassador, Ruby Ambassador, sorry, with Plexus Worldwide. And we are so excited tonight. We have two new silver ambassadors who are going to share some really, really great tips with us tonight. We have Jackie on the call and Tara, and we're just really, really excited. They both are silver, and they've been working really hard, and they've been doing so well that we thought we would have a silver call and have both of them on. So we're really, really excited about it.
If you guys don't care, we just want you guys to kind of start off by sharing your story and how did you find Plexus and what has it done for you guys so far? Tara, do you want to go first?
Absolutely. So gonna try to make this short, and I'm gonna try not to throw my grandma under the bus too many times, but grandma found Plexus first, and she's so excited, and she shared and shared and shared about this amazing product, amazing company, and she just was so persistent with me trying it, but at the time I had just had my daughter. I was working one job, had just picked up another job, so was working 6 in the morning to 2:30, picking up another job 2:45 to 6. So every time that grandma came on about it, I just didn't have time. I was too busy for anything to throw. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, but grandma was persistent through Facebook, through calling, through anything we ever talked about was she'd throw Plexus in the mix. And at first I was just so skeptical because every time I talked to her, there is a lot about Plexus, which I understand now, but at the time didn't quite get, and every time we talked it was always something new and always something different. But finally, just fast forward a little bit with her being so persistent and me finally giving in, I took the leap and I joined Plexus. So for a while there I took the products. Again, it was just not something from me, so I guess I wasn't so consistent with it. I would take it here and there, and I really wasn't ever working the business part of it. I would tell some people about it. I got a couple of people to sign up, but wasn't persistent about following up or anything of that nature. So obviously they didn't continue with it because I wasn't enthused about it either. And then up until November of 2015, I just knew there was something more. I knew maybe if I actually gave this Plexus thing a try, that maybe there was something there. I was seeing my upline Kara and her mom Lori and my grandma, like all of them, you know, exceeding the expectations and actually like going from RNs, and I was seeing teachers retire early and stuff like that. So I thought, hey, why not give it a try? And so I began to take it a little bit seriously, not too much from where I was at, but just a little bit more, and started seeing more reactions from people on that aspect. But it was until February that we were selling our house and I moved down here to Texas, and I finally decided, like, well, now I don't have a job and I would like to stay home with my daughter, so let me try pursue this more. And so instantly, it was February, the end of February, that we came down here, and I just did my research. And this whole time I did read a lot up on it and things that grandma would tag me from different places. I did follow up a lot on the products and stuff like that, and I maybe believed in it, but I didn't ever think that anybody else would believe me when saying it or showing to people. And I guess the first and foremost, the person that would believe in me the most was my sister, and so I for sure knew I would have her, whether it was, you know, anything that I said to her, she would believe in me. So, and she was right along, so she was one of my first ambassadors that I signed up. And then it just went from there. I tried, you know, the first 3 people, my best friend and 2 of my best friends and my sister, and those were the first 3 that I got to sign up, and we'll go into that later about going silver. But I just, you know, from there it was just like a momentum of, you know, me consistently taking the products now and me consistently like contributing to the business and me being able to stay home because I saw that those bonuses, I saw the $100 bonus and the $25 from each of their welcome packs come in, and you know, I saw just right off the bat it was $175, and I was able to just wake up whenever I wanted and kind of do whatever I wanted with my daughter, and it's awesome. So from there, it's just been since February, and it's only been a couple of months since, but the journey has just been amazing. I've just grown so much from it, and just taking the products, and now, you know, I'm just where I'm at now. I just would have never believed you a couple years, and now I kick myself for not starting sooner when Grandma was so persistent and had stayed on me. But it is what it is, and you got to take the bull by the horn sometimes. So I'm happy with where I'm at now.
Everybody's timing is so different, and I know sometimes we will maybe sign up people or somebody won't sign up, and we always get like so frustrated, but we don't understand what's going on in their life. And that's one of the reasons I love her story so much, because like I watched your grandma tag you and stuff for like a year thinking, okay, like why are you still tagging her? She doesn't want anything to do with this. It's like that was fine. And then now you're like, she's for those of you guys that don't know Tara personally, like just the time that I've been able to spend with her and working with her, like she's just one of those people that I just know without a doubt, like she's going to the top of this company. She's got the belief to back it up now, and she is not going to let anybody get in her way. And I'm really excited about what you've already done and your future with this.
I think that's the beauty of it, and I mean, maybe we'll have a chance to talk about that later, but I think now just from being so skeptical, and it was literally almost a year and some, and now when I get like turned down or a no, I'm just like, oh, it's okay. Like it took me a year. It's okay if you take a week or so to think about it, or a month, or however long you take. I mean, even if it was a year and you came back around, it puts me in a perspective where I understand the skeptical people, what they have, just because I was one of them. So it's nice to, just kind of start out that way, and, but now I'm just like, gosh, where could I have been if I had started, a year prior? But like I said, it is what it is, and it does give that perspective from other people. And it just helps me follow up with people and just be, how Grandma was with me, just be persistent, and it can help people, and it's helped me thus far, just these months that I've been consistent. So I'm absolutely not stopping there.
Who cares if you didn't do it in the past? Your time is now.
Right. Exactly.
That's awesome. I've never heard your story before, so that's really awesome. I love so much when people like kind of like slowly stop doing the products and then they like come back. And like what people don't realize is so many people do that. Like me and Kara talk about all the time. Like some people like don't take the products correctly, or skip days, or don't drink their water or whatever, and then like don't give up on those people because they always come back. And then like look at you, like you came back and you're rocking it now. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Jackie, do you want to share your story with us?
Yes.
Jackie.
Oh, I'm freezing. What's the problem?
Can you hear us now?
Sorry, there I am. I'm back, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm back.
Yeah, Jackie, if you want to share your testimony and your story, just a little bit about what got you started with Plexus.
Okay. So I was scheduled to go on this amazing, wonderful vacation in March through my day job, and knew I needed to lose some weight. And I had seen my uplines post on and on and on through Facebook, and had never spoken to him a day about it in my life. Never questioned it. I'd like his post because that's, the kind friend thing to do. And all of a sudden, I found out I was going to Hawaii, and I decided to send him a message. And I'm like, listen, I don't want the song and dance. I don't want to hear any of it. Just literally tell me what to do. So we got together and met, and I saw the price, and I about fell out of my chair, like most of our customers do. But at the same time, I'm like, I've tried raspberry ketones and green coffee extract, and to be perfectly honest, for several years, I drove to Kentucky every 60 days to buy prescription Adipex, because in Ohio, it's not an easy thing to get. So I was making this huge trek to Kentucky because all I cared about was weight loss. But at the same time, when I tried to get off of Adipex, I couldn't handle the lack of energy that I had. I've got 4 kids and now 2 full-time jobs, and without the energy, I was shot. So long story short, I found out very quickly that I was no longer going to Hawaii because of some other family things that were going on. And I got through my first month, and I was pretty disappointed, and I would have absolutely probably taken my money back guarantee and walked out the door. But my auto ship had already sent, and so I figured, well, I've got 60 days, why not? So I'm a woman and I focus on numbers. And so I hadn't lost any weight my first month and I was pretty disappointed. And I happened to notice one day that my belt didn't fit anymore. And that actually meant that I had moved my belt almost 3 notches, which I didn't realize because I was so focused on the numbers. So long story short, I went through my second month and I lost 19 pounds, which was pretty amazing. I never told anybody I was on it, including my husband. And so after my third month, I had had foot surgery, and I came through that with leaps and bounds. They told me I was going to be one whole thing, and it was completely different. There was nothing about my recovery process that was like what they told me, which has actually led to a Plexus conversation with my foot doctor. But I came through the surgery, I felt amazing, and the weekend after my surgery, I decided to sign up as an ambassador. I actually sent my upline a Facebook message and said, hey, I'm ready to go. Like, what do we got to do here? And he's, mad typing back, telling me what to do. And so I got signed up. And my first month was okay. I shared it on Facebook and I talked about it. When I wrote my testimonial, I had all these people, come back to me. And that was great. But I didn't have a whole lot of talk track. So I'm now, I started taking it in January. I became an ambassador in April. But this last month has really been my big month and my growing month. And knowing what I did last month, I can't even fathom how crazy my June's going to be, especially taking 4 days off to go to Vegas.
I am like so excited for you, and I'm like even more excited that you're going to convention. A lot of people don't know, but Jackie actually got a special email from Plexus because she was doing amazingly well. She was like adding people like crazy. She went silver. And then she signed her husband up and got her husband silver. I mean, in like 30 days, a little over 30 days?
We both got silver within our first 30.
Yeah. So
between the two of us, I have 11 people on my team now.
Yeah. So she's been on fire, and so she got Plexus sent out an email to 150 people, and Jackie was one of them that got an invitation to convention, and she was like, oh my gosh, like I have to go. And she's like, I just signed up, like, but she had really like no idea like what, and she was just like, well, I have to go, like I have to go. And she just did not even think twice about not going. She's just like, I have to go. And I was like, you don't understand, like this is huge, like you have to go. And I'm just really excited for you.
I so had to beg my husband.
It's so crazy because I know how excited both of you guys are now, and I can only imagine what you're gonna do after convention, because like that, my first year as an ambassador, like I signed up in April, they had convention at the end of May, I went to convention, and like I was a silver ambassador going to convention, and then like by the time I'm leaving convention, I'm like calling the state of Missouri, ordering my Plexus license plate because I knew I was in. This is the real deal, and like I wanted to be the first in Missouri to get it, and I was. So that's just like what it does to you and how it sets up your belief for. I mean, my belief hasn't been shaken since my first convention. So I am so glad both of you guys are going, and I haven't heard your story before either, and I didn't realize that you took it for a whole month, and you're like. You were disappointed your first month, so
yeah, I was done.
I was being a preferred customer,
right?
Yeah.
And my upline tried so hard to talk me into signing up as an ambassador to start with, and had I known then what I know now, it would have been the very best decision I made. But at the time, again, I'm a super big skeptic. It actually took me over a month after my husband knew that I was taking it and was really, really upset about it because he thought that it was this big secret. It took me a month to talk him into even trying it. But I said to him, I'm like, I used to drive 185 miles each way to buy an amphetamine, which will blow my heart up and kill me. And this is making my aches and pains gone, and I haven't felt this emotionally whole since prior to my mom passing. I'm like, this is different, and you've got to support me in it. So he finally gave in, and here we are now, Team Schultz.
That is incredible.
I actually I know a lot of people that have taken Adipex, and it scares me so bad. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, Tara and Kara, but
I haven't.
it's not even legal in Ohio. It's like it's a prescription medication that you have to go like across the state to get, and it's like this doctor's office, and it's crazy. It's like she said, it can like literally like send you to the hospital. It's really crazy, but everybody who I know that has taken it gets a lot of energy, but it's like scary energy. It's like not healthy energy. It's like full of crazy chemicals, and like it's crazy. And every single person that I know that stopped taking it, as soon as they stopped taking it, they gained a crazy amount of weight. And you can't take it forever. It's like not you're like I think you're only allowed to take it like 4 months because it's so bad for you.
I took it for 4 years straight because that's what kind of doctor's offices we were talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm so
Thank
happy
God
to
you
be
found Plexus.
Thank God, yes.
Yes,
I am
amen.
excited.
So, we want you guys to share your 3 biggest tips about getting to silver.
1 second.
Okay.
This horrible cough. Okay.
Drink water.
Yes. My 3 tips I wrote down here was, okay, Jackie, go ahead because I'm going to have to drink some water.
That's okay. So 3 tips about getting silver. I was having a conversation with another ambassador today who's new to the business and having a hard time getting people signed up and didn't really understand the levels. And I was explaining to her that there's 2 easy lock-ins to getting someone to sign up as an ambassador. Number 1, if you've got them talked into trying Triplex, if they don't sign up as an ambassador and get Triplex as their welcome pack, they've already given away money because the welcome pack with the Triplex is $10 more than Triplex on a monthly basis. So it makes absolutely no sense to do anything besides become an ambassador, at least just to get yourself what I call, and again, this rolls into the conversation, club pricing. So I compare signing up for Plexus Ambassador to joining Sam's Club or Costco. You pay the fee, you get the cheaper price. You pay the cheaper price, you try the products yourself, and if you love them, you have the opportunity at that point to tell 3 people that you know and you love about your experience and what it's done for you, and you then can get your products not just cheaper but free. And that's what my original goal was. I just wanted 3 people signed up so that I got my products free. Well, when that happened as quick as it did, it became I wanted to sign up 3 more customers so I could get the children's chewables for all of my kids free. And when that snowballed, it became I want to pay my husband's 2 master's degrees off and student loans, don't even ask, without having to struggle every month. And so that now has turned into I made my mortgage payment my 2nd month as an ambassador.
That's
awesome.
incredible. I'm taking notes.
That is awesome.
I didn't know that, Jackie. That's so incredible. Like, it took me a long time to get to be able to pay my mortgage payment, and I was like, definitely like at least 6 months, 8 months, maybe longer. So that's really good.
I doubled my commission from my 1st month to my 2nd month.
That's awesome.
Way to go.
That's awesome. I think my tips for going silver, 1 was to make the announcement just that they're doing this. I think when they had first posted that we were pushing that for people to post on their Facebook wall, I really liked welcoming people in our own little group and, you know, just to see, like, so they can feel comfortable. But I think when a person reaches out and tells someone that this is what they're doing, which we share about it on every other level, and I'm big on that. I'm always posting where I'm eating, where we're going, what we're doing, like, you know, what we're doing. But people are so, I don't want to share this. Like, I want it to be secret. Like, I don't want people to know. And I mean, I can't tell you how many countless of numbers of messages I've gotten that are they want it to be secret. They want it, you know, until they can see that it works, or, you know. But I always tell potentials that it's inviting people on this journey with you. You don't have to have this amazing success before you want to see people join you. And there are some people like that. And I joke with some of my friends, like, you're going to join me when I when I'm driving in a Lexus, right? But you're not joining me now just because I'm still driving my Ford Edge. Like, that's okay. But when I'm driving a Lexus, then, people are going to, I should have joined her, back when. I think making that announcement and having your closest friends, your sister, your family, like, just join you in something that you believe in and these products that can help you, I think is huge. So that was one of the tips in getting to silver, was the announcement. And then I know a couple of different teams, and I know our team as well has shared like the Franks list with people, and because a lot of people, I don't have anybody to share with, I don't have anybody that products can help, and I think the Franks list was the friends, the relatives, your acquaintances, your neighbors, and any kid communications, and what was the last one? The service organizations that your kid, any group that your kids are in, any extracurricular activities. I think it's just, there's so many people out there, and the start of this month as well, just today, this morning, I was sitting there and I've already made a list of, I have several lists going, but I made a new one for June, just other people that I haven't, and I was just sitting there just jotting down names, like I can easily this June, I can contact at least 60 people, at least, just that I have on my friends that interact with what I post daily about my kid, about, just the stuff that I'm doing, and, and you just never know what someone else is looking for, and that's, I think the beauty of it is, if you don't let them know and you don't message them, then they're never going to know about it, and and then there's people who are just watching you, watching me post, and I have had just a girl join me just recently, and she's never liked anything. I've never messaged her either really, because it's just never came about. And she messaged out of the blue, which was surprising to me, but it's awesome. It just goes to show that there are other people watching you. There are other people who may be interested and may have something. You just need to reach out to everyone, and I can't say that enough. So that was a big one of getting to silver, and like I said, my reaching out to my sister and my two best friends got me to silver, and I think it is attainable. Anybody can do it. There are 3 people that and then soon after that, when my sister went silver as well. She got my dad, my sister-in-law, and one of her friends from work. She's a GM, and so she got a coworker of hers. Easy, attainable. The first month she went silver as well. So I think a lot of people get discouraged that they can't do it, but it's so attainable for anybody, and that's, I think, the beauty of even this, that I believe, Jackie, you said you started this April?
Yes.
And I, recently just started the first last week in February, 1st of March, taking this seriously, and her and I both are reaching a level of gold, almost having 20 people under us, and I think it's just reaching out to people and getting them the information that they may need, and what can help them versus how it can help me, I think is important as well. Just putting it in a position of diabetic, for weight loss, for chronic pain, and anything like that. I think my biggest business building partner right now was a skeptic, and I reached out to her for so long, like just months before even I had taken it seriously. I didn't even really know about the Ease cream, but I was like, just try this stuff. Like, I'm sure it'll do you some good, because you have pain and this can probably work. And I had never tried it, but I knew my family, like my grandma had, and my brother had, and a couple of other friends I know my grandma used it with too. So but with her, I had messaged and she just ignored me all the time, which is fine, which is something now I know is very common that I'm used to. But at the time, and I do get some of my team members now, like, they're ignoring me, no one's answering me, and I'm like, it's normal. Remember, you ignored me for 6 months, you didn't say a word. So I'm like, it's okay. And then now she instantly tried it, she loved it, and now she has a good 5-6 people under her, which is awesome just to see. But it just goes back to, it all ties into just being consistent and being personable, and not giving up on someone or not giving up on yourself for the most part.
It's always the people that aren't liking and commenting on your statuses that are watching, and we always remember that. It's crazy. I still to this day, after years of selling Plexus, and we all do it, post, and I get like 3 likes.
Mhm.
But you know they're all watching. They are. I've learned that.
I
It took
was
me
a
a while
watcher.
to understand that
Yep.
though.
I don't want anybody that is watching this call right now to ever get discouraged because somebody ignored one of their messages or, didn't answer them or didn't like their post or things like that, because I promise you that is something that we all deal with. Like, you can go through my inbox right now and probably count, like, within the last month, 50 people that I've messaged and just haven't replied back to me. But there's that many more that have. So I just don't want anybody to feel like, oh, that never happens to them or anything like that, because we all go through that.
And then they send you a message and say, okay, I've been watching you for like 9 months or 6 months or a year or 2 years, and now I want to join Plexus. And you're like, huh? Like, where did you come from? But they've been watching all along.
That was this girl.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know who wants to go first, but can you guys share, as an ambassador, why belief and passion is really important?
Go ahead, Jackie.
I
Good?
go first again. No, I'm kidding. No, and Nikki didn't know this until a few weeks ago. I have spent my entire adult life in the sales industry, and I sell copiers and office solutions, and there's nothing rewarding about what I do. I don't help make people feel better. I don't make someone's day. I don't teach a kid how to read or write. There's nothing rewarding about what I do except I get a paycheck that provides for my family. And I have the opportunity right here, right now, to do what I'm good at, which is sell, and at the same time change people's lives, because I know what this has done for myself and for my husband and for my close friends and family that have already signed up. I had my neighbors, husband and wife, and they both did a 7-day trial and bought 2 7-day trial packs each from me. And then, because they were waiting for payday, got off of Plexus for a week. And their first comment to me after about 3 days was, can I get some more and I'll give it back to you when I get mine back in? Because I hurt. And I didn't realize what it was doing for me, but I hurt now and I don't feel good. And I realized how Plexus was helping me. I'm 35 years old and had a major foot surgery and have 3 slipped discs in my back and my neck. And my husband used to help me out of bed every morning. And I haven't had to be helped out of bed since February. And I'm 35 years old. So I've gotten a lot of my life back, and I can do a lot more things with my kids that I couldn't do. And I could have done them if I were doped up on pain meds, but that's not the parent I want to be. So I dealt with pain versus, pain meds, because that was the only answer I had. And I've gotten my life back. So I was really, really appalled when I first saw the Plexus Destroyed My Life YouTube video. And if you've never watched it, it's amazing and you have to. I actually would love to make one myself, but it's a little out of my realm at this point. But it 100% has destroyed my life in terms of, if you're thinking of that video and what that man has to say and the things that he says about what Plexus has done for him. I, on the other hand, am not benefiting from the fact that I can get disability and sell Plexus and make 2 incomes, but I'm still making 2 incomes because I'm still doing 2 jobs. But Nikki knows what my goal is for that, so we're going to see where we can go.
I'm really, really excited for this girl, because I don't think I've ever seen someone who literally understood the compensation plan right away. She instantly signed her husband up and then got to him to silver, and then she understood before I even could tell her, hey, I'm gonna sign everybody up under him, so I get the credit for it. And I know I can't even imagine, because I didn't do that. I didn't sign Caleb up under me when I first signed up, and if I did, he would be Ruby and I would be Ruby right now. So she just took the compensation plan and just understood it right off the bat. And so many people come into this and they don't understand how amazing our compensation plan is and how really, really successful you can be, and even like her. She has 4 kids and another job full time. And how many sports did you say earlier? Insane amounts?
Oh, they all get to do, I mean, I try to make it so that the boys choose 2 sports a year and the girls choose 2 sports a year, but we're getting to the age where that's no longer really an option. My girls are younger, and I have one who just wants to play piano. She has nothing to do with sports. And she will openly tell you that she's more of a Barbie and music kind of girl and art and doesn't like sports. But my 2 boys play baseball year round, and my youngest daughter plays soccer year round, and then I've got piano lessons once a week. So I'm running around like a crazy person with my crazy person with my head cut off. I can't even talk.
But see, and she has time for Plexus, so like everyone can have time for Plexus if this girl can, because you're just so busy. And I think that a lot of people think they don't have time for Plexus, but like Sarah Marvel did this video talking about like if you just have 15 minutes a day, like how successful you can be with Plexus, and it's amazing how busy you are.
The thing is that my kids drink Plexus every day. They drink Slim. So I split Slim between all 4 of my kids every day. And my kids love it. And my oldest, who is 12, he said to me one day, Mom, if I didn't know better, I would have thought that this was some kind of fruit drink. I would have thought it was full of sugar. And they like it, and they understand what my end goal is, and I'm the breadwinner for my family. So my kids support me 100%, and if I've got to miss a baseball game because I'm going to go meet 4 other women in a town halfway across Columbus and, talk about Plexus and give out sample packs, they're okay with it because they know what the end goal is. They like Plexus. They understand what Plexus is about, and they know that Mom's going to go do pink drink work.
That is awesome. Tara, what about you?
Your question again, Nikki, was why was it important for belief and passion?
Yes.
I just think like anything, if you, I just can't even like explain myself thoroughly probably, but and I tell people, if you're excited about this new restaurant that just opened up, then you're going to get your family excited, you're going to get your friends excited to want to go and try it. And that's just the same thing about Plexus, I think. Like, I love this company. I believe in what it can do, not only for me, because I see you, Nikki, I see Kira, I see goals are attainable. The 26-year-old who just hit diamond with 2 kids, and it's relatable. I have a 2-year-old that's 3. I want to stay home with her as much as I can. I want to be able to do things with her and spend the time and not look back. And I believe in this company. I believe in the products that I take daily. To health, I used to have migraine all day, every day, and those have brought down. I've always had stomach issues, and those have come down. Taking the probiotic and the BioCleanse as well. It's more than just getting on the scale and seeing a number, which I won't do, but I believe in this company, and I think the passion, it shows. It shows if you're enthusiastic about something, or it shows whether you're trying to make a sale. If people, and I don't want to be sold to about anything. I support a lot of my friends in the businesses that they do, and because I see that they post daily and that they're passionate about it. They want to stay home with their kids. They want to pay for soccer practice, baseball practice, and I know those things come with a pretty penny like that. It doesn't come cheap. My daughter do gymnastics for $75 a month, and in order to keep those things active, is that me?
No,
that,
I don't think so.
There's a noise, sorry. Having belief and having passion about something that, you're interested in, it shows, and people can see that in you. And I've had many people message me just recently that, that they just support me and feel that I will make it to the top, and they just love how I mix everything in from my own life to my Plexus life and everything. But I feel that it is part of my daily life. It is part of my daily routine to take my products to stay consistent and to reach out to people. So I think belief and passion play a huge part in what you're doing.
I know that both of you guys have, obviously what Plexus has done for you personally has been really incredible, but do you guys do you make sure that you kind of keep yourself plugged in and just watching what it's doing for other people as well to help keep you excited and keep that passion high. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I mean, even for one of my friends that's taken away like her chronic migraines, she's had a couple of them within the past month or so, but she used to have several daily. My dad's diabetic, his readings have came back. One of my friends, her mother-in-law just tried, and she's taken the pink, she just tried a 7-day sample, and I tell everybody, everybody's results will be different. We're all different. Our body reacts differently too, but her glucose readings also came down. So I know it just, to me, that just, it lights fire underneath me, like to help somebody, you know. And one of the girls that was taking it, she's had to take insulin her whole life, and she took it, she was on it for a couple of months, and she took it maybe several times just to get, you know, her sugar levels down, but she didn't have to take insulin this whole time. And it's kind of sad because she was more focused sometimes on the scale, what the you know, scale had said, and the number didn't go down. She wasn't losing weight, but, and I told, you know, her, just, I mean, it's more than that. It's not your quick fix. It's getting healthy from the inside out, and a lot of people stray away from that because they want something quick, they want something immediate results, and I mean, I don't know. I think just on my behalf, just to stay persistent and to keep sharing the information that I have. So especially to stay plugged into any of the Facebook events, I think that's key. So we can stay active, and so when somebody does message us about something, we have an answer. We have a response to give somebody dealing with any kind of issue that we know Plexus can help with. So I think staying plugged in can help definitely with that. Even when you do sign on as an ambassador, like the contest that we're having and stuff like that, or to make it to convention or the leaders retreat or anything like that, that's just all incentives to want to push forward, want to help more people, and just be on fire, really.
I completely agree with that, and I think I just feel like it's really hard not to share with others whenever you just keep yourself plugged in and you're just seeing everything that's happening, and just helps. Passion, for me, passion and belief is something that definitely got me to where I am, and I know that I've seen you guys on Facebook, and I've talked to you and stuff like that, and I can tell that that's just really something that's helping you guys move so quickly in your business. It's because you're being bold about that, and you kind of have that unshakable belief.
I think even like somebody shared the other, I think it was your mom, Kara, Lori, she shared one of the teachers going emerald. And that to me, because I do have a teacher's degree, and just throw a number out there, but even being emerald, I know, and even if she hit the diamond and however long it took her, she would never make that as a teacher. And I know that, you know, and being in the profession, and I know sometimes, I mean, it is more than money, but I know a lot of people do join, and their motive is financial freedom, to stop living paycheck to paycheck and to gain that for their family, like you said, Jackie, to pay off, you know, financial loans, which I have as well, and I would love to go back for my master's, but right now I'm still paying on my bachelor's, so that's not going to happen anytime soon, unless, you know, but
Thank God for those 184-year terms, right?
Right. But I think seeing and sharing that, just that, you know, to whoever else is on Facebook that are teachers, like if that and I shared something yesterday that there's something special about all of us, but there's nothing special that someone else doesn't have, and that's just, I was reading in that GoPro book today as well, and he had said something along the lines like, our products are all the same. You guys are sharing the same products that I'm sharing. Our compensation plan is the same. You guys are on the same levels that I can gain up. The only variable that and the differences make is ourselves. Do we believe in ourselves? Are we going to have enough passion to push ourselves? But we're all sharing the same product. We're all on the same plan together, and so your only variable is you. The only one who stops yourself or can help yourself is you. So whether you're willing to share that with people or keep it to yourself, that's kind of what will determine where you'll be.
That is the best tip ever. I hope everybody caught that.
I'll have to share I'll have to take a picture of that page because it was powerful. I actually have the book open to it right now because it was pretty on point.
It really is. It is our mindset. Like, I mean, I can't make this happen for Tara, and Tara can't make it happen for me. Like, we've got to just, like you said, like we're either blocking ourselves or we're breaking down those barriers to make sure we get to the next level. Um, for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and combine the last two questions.
Okay.
But so what do you guys do every day as your income producing activities to make sure that you are adding your level ones and to get to gold? So what's a day look like? A day in your life look like besides running around like a chicken with your head cut off?
I was gonna say, really?
Yeah.
Crazy question. So I personally, I do a lot, and Nikki knows this. I do a lot of 7-day trials. I try to post in at least 2 random. Half the time it's 30 miles away from me city. I find these buy trade sites or groups that my kids are in, and lots of moms. I post about these 7-day trials, and I put together. I like to do my own personal little trial packs. If I could figure out how to work the camera. I do these my little trial packs. This is actually probably one of the most generic ones because I have pretty tissue paper, but I was out at the time. But my big thing is that instead of them going on my site and ordering, which gets me peevy, just like ordering them myself and making them myself gets me peevy, I go and meet these typically ladies in person, and I take the time to stand there, sit there, whatever the case might be, 5, 10, sometimes 30 minutes, and have a discussion with them and tell them, this is what the directions say, but you know what? This is what I do, and this is what was successful for me. And I tell them 100%. I didn't have success my first month. I was going to use my money back guarantee. I'm so thankful that I didn't, and just have a conversation. And I tell them about, joining Plexus Club out of the gate, because again, had I done it, I would have paid for my, ambassador fee from the day I started, but I didn't make that decision. And I get why people don't, so I don't really push it a lot, but I keep a running tally. I actually did some stats earlier. Since May 3rd, I've literally had 136 conversations about Plexus through Facebook. And a lot of those are completely random people. I met with 4 ladies a week ago last Monday, and we all met together as a group, which I really liked, and I think I'm going to try to do more frequently going forward. I met with these 4 ladies in a little food court, and I had their trial packs ready. We sat down, we all had a conversation. I shared a little bit about my story and a little bit about how to use the products and how you do to use the products, and showed them what was inside. And I've gotten 2 preferred customers out of that. So, and they've already signed up this week. So it's a great start to my June, and a good start to my May, because they were kind of on both sides. But I try to make everything as personal as I can. And yes, it takes a little bit of time. But if you've never watched, Tara Castaneda has a video, How to Go Gold. And she talks about your business building partner. And that's somebody who on your team is going to go out there and be as passionate as you are. And I don't have that person yet. They're close. They're really, really close. They just signed up as an ambassador last week. And they're my neighbors who didn't believe and now are really big believers. But I'm okay doing the heavy lifting. I'm okay doing the work, because I know at some point I'm going to find a me, and I'm going to be able to let off the gas a little bit, and I can still do the gas as hard as I want, because the harder I push the gas, the faster I get to where I want to be. And again, I'm a mother of 4. My days of being a stay-at-home mom, quote unquote, are done. My kids are all in school, but I'm lucky I already have the flexibility to do a lot of the things I want to with them, but to have the financial freedom to go beyond that and do anything I wanted when I wanted for them and still help other people is beyond huge.
I got so many takeaways from what you just said, and I think that is so key in your business, that you go and you meet personally with people, because when you are talking to random strangers on the internet. I mean, it's really hard sometimes to build that relationship, and then they're like, can I trust them? Like, are they legit? Are they just trying to scam me? Are they good? You know what I mean? And whenever you are taking time out of your day to go personally meet with them, they know, okay, like she cares. She's willing to take time, make this super cute package for me, and they get excited. It's like a present, and that's awesome.
Yeah, last night I actually was at a gal's house she's one of the gals I met with last Monday, and she ordered her preferred package last night, but she was going to be out of Plexus for the next week. So I said, okay, well, why don't I just come to your house and you can do one of two things. You can either give me a couple of days back when you get your package in, and or I can just, do it like another trial and get you another 7 days supply. And she went ahead and just got another 7 days supply because she didn't want to change up what she was doing, because she understood the value of, I've already invested 7 days. If I stop for 3 or 4, I'm going to go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I go to people's houses, they invite me in, I touch their dogs, I say hi to their kids, it is what it is. I don't care. I mean, I've got kids and dogs, so it doesn't bother me. And I just feel like it makes me, I'm finally somebody, because when I post on a random, buy, sell, trade site, hey, who wants to try 7 days at Plexus? Only 10 people, and you see that 22 people have commented, oh, I look like a big old scam artist right now. But guess what? I'm not. I will take all 22 of you, I promise. But at the end of the day, I got to say, I got to make it look like there's a cutoff at some point, or there's no interest and no excitement about it.
Right.
I think building relationships is so important. I love that you do that. Like when you first told me that you were like meeting with these people and giving them their 7-day trials and writing their name on it, like people love that kind of stuff. Like it's just such a good way to connect with people like right from the beginning. I love it.
We have people obviously listening in right now, and somebody just texted me and asked, what is in her packet of 7-day? Is it slim only?
Yes, ma'am. So here's the packet. Here we go. I'll open it up for you. Name tag, a little bit of pretty pink ribbon.
We get to open the present.
We get to open the present. This girl, unfortunately, is waiting a few days for her pack because I had to go out of town. And or my husband's going to try to make her one because it was in my car. It has my business card, heavy triplexed, tissue paper. It has 7 days of slim, so 7 packets. And then I have, and I found these on Google, some step-by-step directions. And I actually shrunk them down so that I could put them on a piece of paper and cut them into 6x6 squares so that they would fit in there nicely and I didn't have to waste as much paper. And then tissue paper. So I like the instructions, but again, as I meet with people, I tell them, and I tell them very honestly, I say, listen, here's the instructions, here's the instructions, but that's not what I do, because I found that I tried it this way and it worked better for me. So the instructions are the instructions, but you're welcome to try things your own way and see if it works different or better for you differently. Not everybody likes to just put slim in a bottle or in a bottle of water, shake it up and drink it. Some people, prefer it with a little bit of juice or some lemon juice. Or the lady I met with last night, she said, and this is a tip for everybody, she said she puts it in her magic bullet with 8 ounces of water and 5 ice cubes, and it makes a slushie that she can actually drink. And
nice.
Just makes that in the morning, and that's her thing. So I actually, get to hear stuff from other people. I stay in touch with those people. I don't necessarily, touch base with them in the middle of the week because I feel like I'm setting up a false expectation about, weight loss. Because, let's be honest, everyone will pay money to lose weight. They don't necessarily want to pay money all the time to get healthy. Unless I had a, doctorate and I said, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you just buy my products and get healthy. They don't necessarily think of it that way. So I get to learn along the way. It's personalized. It's not out of a box and out of a bag, and I get to meet people.
I think that is just a great tool to use to build your business, and obviously it's working for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I put out, what was it? Let me look at my number. 36 trials in the month of May.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
We can all hide behind a computer, but I think that when we like actually can meet somebody face to face, like your relationship becomes so much stronger instantly. Like I love that idea. I love it.
So, Tara, what about you? What's the day look like for you, and what are you doing to get to gold?
Not all that fancy just yet. I was actually talking to one of my team members today that is rocking the business as well. That because she shared with me that that's one of the things that we both have business cards, we both have brochures, and she was like, "Can I be honest for a minute? I take them with me daily. And she's like, she's very outgoing as well. Will speak to anybody. We're on the same boat, but she said, I just can't seem to like confront somebody and talk to them and give them like a sample in my business card. I said, well, I'm right there with you. I actually, that was one of my goals for June was just to, and I carry them in my car, my wallet, anywhere, and I will leave them random places without saying a word and hoping somebody finds. I really want to try and give me a call, but personally, I haven't like, sparked up the conversation while I'm out somewhere. And I'll talk to plenty of people, obviously, online, and I can talk here, or I usually do give like my number or do like the voice chat just so people know that there is like it's me. I am a girl. I am a woman. Like talking to you, just not behind a picture. So I do kind of give that for a little bit more. Like so it's more reliable of who they're speaking with. I will give my number out and stuff, and sometimes I will if it's someone interested and they did order like a trial pack, I will add them to our group or to like my group, and just so they can see information and see that it's not some scam or anything like that. But I think my biggest income producing activity is one of the things is the power of three and teaching like your own team to duplicate like what you're doing. I think that in itself just produces a lot of income, just because not only does it help your team get where they want to be and they like start believing in it and build this passion for it, but you're helping yourself as well reach a goal. I think anything just besides posting and having like Plexus be a part of your life, posting daily, just to take action like in other places. Like you need to be a rock star as well as you expect your team to be rock stars too. I think just maintaining the intensity of like how passionate you are about it and not losing that drive, because I think secretly there are people out there like thinking this is just some kind of fad that I'm in at the moment, but I will get out of it sooner than later, and I want to prove them wrong because that's just the kind of person I am, and I will. But I think the face-to-face is really good that Jackie had said. I need to do more three-way calls. I need to do more of going out in public and meeting people as of that. And I have found in the month of May that I did sell, me personally buying the trial packs and selling them, because I think people are more committed to doing a 7-day trial versus trying it for 30 days. That's way too long to try something. But I think the 7 days did really good with people on my team as well, and skeptics, like just seeing that, because we also had the 7-day group challenge just where other people could see, based off of what other people were doing as well. I think just messaging people, being relatable. I do use the auto poster, the Facebook auto poster that I try to do maybe every other day, or I have several groups that I do post to, but again, it is behind a screen. But even with people behind the screen, I have gotten preferred customers like that. No ambassadors yet from that, but preferred and retail customers buy from that. But I think even in that aspect, I think just being relatable to people, being able to just, really respond to what their concerns are, where they want to be, what are their goals, what are, just put them as the center of it. I think that just gives a lot, but again, like just perspective that we do care about them. It's more than just making a sell, it's sharing this because we know that people can benefit from it. And for some reason, I don't know where I heard this from, but I always like the teamwork makes the dream work. I have a tune that I usually sing to, and I'm not going to sing it now, but
Sure.
my daughter sings it too. But it's just, I think just that in itself, and really focusing on your team as well, just team building, a huge thing for producing activity. Doing contests, attending like the craft fairs together, or doing any kind of something like that, even maybe, and we're not in the same state, or we would be working on that, but my partner that is having trouble reaching out to people, having that accountability, like to where if we were together, we would go reach out to people together, just because it's less, even having Jackie on this call, it's a lot easier for me to speak because I know I don't have to speak this whole time and all eyes are not on me. So it's just, I think, having that accountability from your team, even upline, like the support and stuff, it's amazing.
Wait a minute. I thought this was just you and me and Kara and Nikki. What the heck?
Right.
We're live, girls.
Right.
That's not what you said when we started this. No.
It is just us. That is true. Teamwork does make the dream work, though, and it is like sometimes we have a hard time believing in ourselves, so it's easier we can just pour belief into each other. And I know Nikki and I personally paired up as partners, like last June, July, something like that, and we kind of knew each other. We were in the same group chats and stuff like that, but we just like locked arms and started working together, and it's like, I know it's really helped me, and I hope it's helped her too, just having somebody to help pour belief into, and help pour belief into you, and along, vice versa and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Sorry, my phone's going to die, so I have to walk around so I can get it plugged in.
Yeah. We are about to wrap this up. It is 9:30, so we went a little bit over time, but before we jump off here, I want to remind everybody on the call that Leaders Retreats credits started today. We are not going to know the details until convention, but in the past, we've gotten credit by new ambassadors with welcome packs under levels 1 through 4, new preferred customers with a PV of $50 or more, and then our own personal PV. So I want you guys to get your mindset that you are going to work towards this, because it's totally doable. I earned Leaders Retreat my first year, started out with as a silver ambassador whenever the contest got released, and I worked the retreat and the spa treatment and the travel voucher and all that stuff. So I want everybody to know that you can do this, whether you join today or last year. This is a totally doable, reachable goal, and let's start working on that now. That's all I have to say about that. Nikki, do you have anything?
No, I know we're running short on time, but yes, Leaders Retreat. The first year I was with Plexus, I literally was like so close to getting it, and I didn't even mean to. Like, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know, like, I knew nothing. Like, I really wasn't plugged in, and I just kind of like was really slowly doing Plexus, and I almost got enough credits to like get to Leaders Retreat, and I had no idea until it was too late. So pay attention and try to get there. It's so doable for anyone, even if you just signed up yesterday. Like, it's just so doable. It really is.
Well, thank you guys so much for jumping on with us tonight, and thank you guys for all tuning in, and we will see you next week with Ray Higdon.
Woohoo!
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.